Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we are really digging into some major AI stories hitting the news on August 19th, 2025. We're calling this one AI Daily Deep Dive. And here's something, well, pretty different for you. This entire deep dive, from all the research right down to the script we're working from, it was completely put together by AI.
That's right. And our job today is basically to break down the 5 most important AI news pieces from today. Give you a, quick but solid overview of what's happening. It's a fast-moving field, so think of this as your essential update on AI's cutting edge.
Okay, let's jump right in then. First up, Meta. Mark Zuckerberg is shaking things up again with their AI strategy, it seems. What's really going on there?
Yeah, it's a pretty big overhaul, actually. Meta's superintelligence labs, they're splitting them into 4 separate groups.
Oh, groups.
Yep. Research, superintelligence, products, and infrastructure. The idea is to, accelerate innovation, really compete head-on with OpenAI, Google, the big players. They're aiming for a new frontier model because, well, the last big one, Behemoth, apparently didn't quite hit the mark. And what's really interesting, I think, is that they're now open to using both open source and licensed closed source models. That's quite a departure for them.
Right. They usually kept things pretty close to the chest.
Exactly. It sort of suggests they see the value in, more collaborative development, maybe setting a new trend.
Yeah.
And they're backing this with a $72 billion investment.
$72 billion. Wow. Okay. So from Meta's huge ambitions, let's shift focus a bit. Let's talk about people, humans and AI in the actual workplace. There's some surprising data out.
Oh, definitely surprising. So this CalypsoAI survey came out. And get this, 38% of U.S. office workers, they said they'd actually prefer an AI manager over a human one.
Prefer an AI? Seriously?
Yeah. And for C-level execs, that number jumps to 50%. Half of them.
That's wild. What else did it find?
Well, 35% trust AI more than their human colleagues. And 34% would actually think about quitting if their company banned AI tools.
Wow. So people are really relying on these tools.
It seems so. And maybe blurring lines too. Over half, 52%, admitted they'd break company rules to use AI if it made their job easier.
Oh.
And 28% have put confidential company info into AI systems. Plus, for Gen Z workers, nearly half see ChatGPT as like a colleague or even a friend.
A friend. Okay, that's definitely a shift in how we think about work and, well, colleagues. All right, let's look internationally now. China's AI scene, specifically DeepSeek, there's news there.
Yes, DeepSeek just released v3.1. It's an open source model, and the big thing is its context window. It's now 128,000 tokens.
Which means, how much is that, practically speaking?
It's roughly equivalent to processing, say, 200-page English novels at once. So it can handle a lot more information simultaneously.
Got it. Wasn't there some buzz around their previous model?
Right, V3 caused a stir because they claimed it was trained for only like $5.6 million using older, slower NVIDIA chips. That low cost reportedly knocked $600 billion off NVIDIA's value temporarily.
Ouch. Shows the ripples these things can cause.
Absolutely. And it raises questions about the economics of AI development, Plus, there are the usual geopolitical things, data privacy concerns. Though, interestingly, U.S. cloud providers hosting some Chinese models like R1 are promising data stays local. Seems part of China's strategy to push their open source models globally.
Okay, so we have this incredible innovation, but then there's the flip side, right? The darker uses. How is AI being used by hackers?
Yeah, this is definitely a concerning trend. AI tools are basically making it easier for cyber criminals to operate, and they're stealing billions. There was this experiment, quite telling, where a security researcher worked with ChatGPT.
With it? How?
Basically tricking it into ignoring its safety rules. And they managed to create functional malware in just 6 hours.
6 hours. Wow. So it lowers the bar for creating nasty stuff.
Exactly. It sort of democratizes cybercrime. People with less technical skill can now automate things like writing malware or crafting really personalized phishing emails that are harder to spot. We're basically seeing an escalating arms race. AI helps the attackers, and then cybersecurity firms have to use AI to defend. It's getting faster, more complex, and, worryingly accessible.
That is concerning. Okay, finally, let's look towards the future, starting with education. Seems like there's a gap forming there, too.
There really is a growing AI divide in American schools. Wealthier districts are, much more likely to offer AI courses than less affluent ones.
So inequality is creeping in there already. Are there efforts to fix that?
Yeah, there are some great initiatives like the AI4 All Summer Camp at Princeton. It's free, and it brings high schoolers from lower income backgrounds into the world of AI. The goal is to demystify it, show
Yeah.
them it's a tool they can use. There was a story about one student, Ezra L. Sharkway, who got inspired to use AI to tackle huge problems, like cancer research.
That's fantastic. So it's about democratizing access.
Precisely. Trying to make sure AI doesn't just widen existing inequalities. Though, some teachers are also worried about how AI might affect critical thinking skills. It's a balance.
Right. So wrapping this all up, we've covered a lot. Corporate strategy at Meta, how we feel about AI at work, global competition with DeepSeek, the security threats, and this crucial education piece. What's the big picture takeaway?
Well, I think the main thing is just how fast AI is moving and how deeply it's starting to reshape, well, everything. Industries, society, just our day-to-day lives. It brings a lot of excitement, for sure, but also, some really important questions we need to think about carefully.
Which leads us to the final thought for you, our listener.
Yeah, as AI becomes more and more woven into our world, it makes you think, doesn't it? How will you play a part in shaping where it goes next and making sure its benefits are shared by everyone?